Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Here we are going into a new, oh gosh, my skin is so dry right now. Palette focus. I'm a little over Charlotte, not Charlotte, wow. Pat McGrath. I figured why not we do a deep dive into the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. I honestly think this palette did not get enough credit as it deserves because, I mean, if you look at this, you can really do a look here, look there, then you have those pinky purples, and then you have your cool tones. I do think this palette has a great cool to neutral to warm. But today, I figured let's go ahead and do something with, you know what? Let's do more of the pink. We'll do this row right here, which is going to be, oh man, Mirage, Sahara Stunner, Fez Up, and Nuts and Dates, which is kind of like a dark purple, right? Yeah. So we'll try to use all four. Don't know what kind of look I want to do. But also, I'm going to dive into the matchsticks. I do have quite a bit of that for concealer. Some Fenty Beauty, God I love these, Mademoiselle lipsticks. I haven't done a video for a while, so we're gonna see how this goes. I think for, and honestly for blush, I actually might dip into these two, maybe. We'll see how those turn out. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to really dive into this. This is something I've been wanting to do. I think I want to dive into Anastasia Beverly Hills next. I kind of want to play around with other palettes besides Pat McGrath. I'm a little over that brand right now. I have some Natasha Denona to dive into. But yeah, we'll see what I really get into. Ooh, I actually have the bronzers from Fenty Beauty also. And I think I have two of the setting powders. So I might bring those out and we'll see how those go. But let me go and get my eyes prepped. And I also figured, well, I still have some left, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Eyeshadow Primer to prime the eyes. So let me get into it and we will be back to get this tutorial rolling. Alright, so eyes are prepped with the eyeshadow primer, Pro Filter Eyeshadow Primer. And God, I remember when this palette came out with the, I think it was the eyeshadow primer, the fly liner, and stuff like that, and it was like a huge craze. People got it, they had their thoughts, but nobody really like deep dived into this palette as much as I was hoping, because for me, a lot of people did like a one type of look, and that was kind of like it. And then it was kind of like, yeah, I don't like this palette, or was it pigmented enough, this and that. I remember all watching those videos and stuff like this. But I really want to dive back into this palette and create as many tutorials and looks as I possibly can. So I figured, why not start by that? And I do think that's kind of how they created this palette to do. So first and foremost, I'm going to go into a Fez Up. I believe that's, I don't know, I'll put the shade here. But I'm going to go into that mattish purple with, I'm trying to think, fluffy brush. I forgot to take out my gum. But let us go ahead and put that in the crease. Because I know this is more, ooh, oh, I'm already liking this. Daddy likes very much. Fez Up. And I love the names for this. I actually still have the Galaxy palette from Fenty Beauty. And that was kind of like their first actual eyeshadow palette. And I keep it because it kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay's Space Cowboy type of texture. They're very much more glitter toppers. If you want to add sparkle, it's the main reason why I like it. And I love using that more for New Year's, holiday, or whatever type of feel to get that sparkle pizzazzle. All right, that's actually decently pigmented. Okay, not bad. I do feel like I need a fluffier brush. Here we go. To really begin to blend that out. And if it's shaking, it's because I'm doing laundry. Multitasking here. Because I can. Alright. This isn't too shabby. It's actually a lot more pigmented than I was expecting. Definitely buildable, which I like. I don't remember what year this came out. I'll put it somewhere on the screen of when this came out, but yeah. It made commotion. Perfect. Can leave it there for now. Next, I'm gonna go into the pink one. Sierra Stunner. Obviously put that all over the lid. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, kind of reminds me of, it's like this pink base with a gold. Why does this look really familiar? From Pat McGrath. I swear every brand has done like this type of color at this point. Nothing new, really. Oh, I love the warmth it has. And up into like just right there. And if you look at Rihanna's aesthetics, I love that these give a whisper of a color rather than it being so punchy. Because she has beautiful facial features, beautiful lips and stuff like that. So she don't need all that extra glam. Now, go back into Fez Up, that matte plum-ish, and just begin to reiterate the corner. The outer V per se. Perfect. I'm actually really digging this color scheme. Perfect. All right. Next, I'm gonna take the Mirage, and I actually do think these four are more of like toppers, or you can use it as highlighter, because I know a lot of people were saying that this was very sheer, there was no pigment. And if you break down the anatomy of this palette, I think that's what the whole purpose of this was. Perfect. Cute. And then we'll add it on top of this, which kind of changes the color to a warmer pink or peach. Ooh, that's actually really nice. I might use that for highlighter. We'll see. We shall see. Next, I'm going to go into Nuts and Dates with a liner brush. Actually like this. All right, so Nuts and... I've used this palette before, but these two were like the main. Nuts and Dates and Sook It To Me were the main two I used a lot because I like that depth. But Nuts and Dates. Just do a little wing liner. Just a smidge. Perfect. And I think I actually do want to smoke this out. Perfect. All right, let me go ahead and smoke this out and we will be back to see where we are. So this is where we are at. I actually do love this color story theme. Just using the second row, which is going to be the Mirage, Sahara Stunner, Fez Up, and Nuts and Dates, which is more of that pinky, plum, warmth type of look. but I actually really do like it. So I'm gonna head out and smoked out the nuts and dates on both sides to give it a little bit more of that depth in the corner, but I think I might do a little bit down here. Maybe, we will see. But like I said, I do, gonna go in with matchsticks for concealer. I don't have any of the primers because I know there are quite a few new primers since the brand launch. I think the last time I actually bought something from the brand was when they came out with the snapshots. Is it the snapshots? The mini eyeshadows, and I think the last one I bought was the wine because it had that dark purple, and I think the rosé. I know that's right when COVID was like really hitting hard, but that was the last thing I bought. And I think the last highlighter I bought from them was Snacks. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Snack. Let me look for it. It was more of a deeper bronze. Metal Moon, What a Brat, Ginger Bin, Moscow Mule are still my favorite kilowatt highlighters. This is still my favorite. Oh, yeah, I have 3 of the bronzers. I have Cocoa Naughty, Caramel Cutie, and Island Ding. I think Island Ding right now is more everyday. I might go in with the Caramel Cutie. Cocoa Naughty's deep, but it gives me enough definition I want for camera. Oh, do we remember these? These were the, what was it? This was the summer launch. 7-day weekend, poolside. Still love this color combination. Mimosa Sunrise, Sangria Sunset. And also Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. Beautiful. This I actually used on a few models during a photo shoot. Beautiful. Blinding. What is that? What am I looking for? Mo Money and Afternoon Snacks. Mo Money, Afternoon Snack, and Mo Honey. This was the last one I bought because it was when I was tanner in Vegas. This really complemented my complexion very well. But yeah, so that is what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my under eye area. I don't know if I want to use, I think I have banana and cashew are the 2 setting powders I have from the brand. I don't know if I want to use that yet. For foundation, I am using the Dior Skin Glow still, because I need to go through my Dior, I need to go through my Pat McGrath, so I could continuously stay with the Charlotte Tilbury, also with the last of what I have left of the Urban Decay and Becca. I did have the foundation from Fenty Beauty, but it was just way too orange, way too yellow, way too green for the undertone, especially when it's set. But let me go in with honey or wheat. Wheat is definitely way too dark, so you guys could just kind of see how I use this. Honey is also way too dark. Or was it bamboo? Caramel, maybe? Oh, that's really warm. I think it was bamboo is what I'm using right now. Like, this is so nostalgic to be going through all of this again. Or maple. Maple or bamboo. It's one of those 2. Let's go in with bamboo, because I think maple will be just klein beetje donker. But this is bamboo, which is neutral, cream to powder, I think that's what they said. Perfect. Let's see if we remember how this sets. Wait, am I missing one? I think I'm missing one. Damn it. Let me go in with a brush instead. Just so we could go down memory lane with this. Definitely very brightening. And I'm just using the warmth of my finger just to warm it up to be able to move it a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Well, let me go and do the rest of my face. I'm still using this. And the thing with this concealer, literally a little bit goes a long way. That's literally all you need. But because I'm also doing, taking a picture after this, I just go in ham. Okay, maybe that bamboo was way too light. But for the most part, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a moment. I think I'm still using LM11 is what I'm using. Yes, LM11. Oh. I don't know why, but I don't know how also, but this on camera just looks flawless. I do think as far as formulation, Pat McGrath nailed this out of the park. One of my favorite concealers, the other one's the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, which is discontinued. Typical Urban. What else do I use? The Becca. I'm about to dip into those soon. The pots from Becca, the old school concealers that come like this. Those were heavily full coverage, actually, I think. But I kind of feel like as you get older, more mature in age, full coverage just does not cut it anymore sometimes. You just need to deal with it. But let me go and do the rest of my face, and I will tell you at the end everything I have on as far as Fenty. Oh, beautiful, gorgeous. I think after this I gotta go to the gym, so gotta take this all off and irritate my skin. Great. See you guys in a moment. All right. Wow, that was really hot. All right, here is the final look. I had to close the one behind me, so all the lighting is coming from here. Let's actually turn this off. Here we go, natural lighting, ring lighting. Warm, warm. Let's do the warm. Give me some color. So, this is the final look. Loving it. I actually really do love this palette. I do think like this palette now, if it was released, would be really essential, because you have your cool, you have your neutrals, and you have your warmth in here. And this is very, like I said, it's aesthetics to Rihanna, where it's just like a hint, this whisper of color, this whisper of depth. Like, she doesn't do this bam wow editorial makeup, although at the Met Gala can we just love when I think she said she showcased the Sangria Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset, I believe, in that one of those looks. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's just so much fun to play with, because like I said, that row I use is very everyday. I would love to use the nuts and dates just as an all over the lid and have a really nice smoky moment, which you probably will do. I went ahead and used saffron and what is it? Saffron and quicksand for blush, actually, which is these two. Then I went back on with saffron on top again just to give it more of that punch. And I actually really do love this for a blush. I know she came out with cream blushes as well. Don't have any of that. We don't sell Fenty Beauty here in the Netherlands. So anytime I travel to, I went to Spain, I wanted to buy some stuff from Fenty, but I have way more than enough. I am cutting back this year on buying any more makeup. Really no need. For a highlighter, I went old school and I actually did Mean Money. I went in with Mean Money, which is this. I didn't use this side because I don't want it to be like bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. Bronzer is Caramel Cutie. I went ahead and used that for bronzer today to give a little bit more depth, to add a little bit more shape, took care of my real estate with it. Brows are still the Becca, still going strong with that. I have a lot of it. So yeah. Lips are a combination of, nope, not Griselda. I do love Griselda. It's such a beautiful color. What are these called? Spanked and Single. I went ahead and just mixed them a little bit. I don't have any of her lip glosses, her lip gloss bombs. I do not have any. But yeah, tutorial number 1 of the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. I did go to Marrakesh and I went to Morocco. I went to Morocco, went to Marrakesh, and it definitely does have these spices and that warmth of Morocco, and surprisingly there are hints of coolness in Morocco. I went to Marrakesh. I have not gone to all the other like places and stuff, so but I do think after visiting Marrakesh, going to Morocco, this palette is very warm, and it really, for me personally, it really does hit the mark of what it's like there as far as the color. I went in with some old school banana to set under the eyes. I forgot how drying this could really create, because I mean, like smiling, this, it always happens, it's creasing, but it really does mattify. If you like matte, I would probably even put it on before the foundation in certain areas to try to keep that mattification going down, but not like baking, just lightly dusting it on. We don't cook with our makeup, we set with our makeup. Okay, but for the most part, this is the final look, tutorial number 1. I like it. It's just so easy, user-friendly. I think this is actually a good palette. I don't even think they have it anymore, to be quite honest, but it is or was a good palette. If you still have it, or you got it as a gift, or you're giving it away, give this to somebody who actually is wanting to dabble in makeup, to experiment, because you definitely do have different types of textures. Like I said, these first 4 rows, let me do this. First 4 rows are definitely more of like toppers, to be quite honest, because this has quite of a iridescence to it, which is really nice. The second one is what I have on my brow bone. So these are like just literally hints of color. The third one, I love this one. This one is, it has like these reflex of green in it. Oh, it kind of reminds me of Natasha Denona's gold palette, kind of. Not fully, but kind of. Like the reflex of green, like lime green it has in there. Gorgeous. And then the last one is definitely more of, I believe this one is more of actual metallic shadow. But you do that with the lime green on top. I mean, oh gosh, it just gives these flecks and hints of lime. It's a beautiful palette. Something that you can play with to introduce you to layering, to different types of textures, different type of finishes, and I do love that. But without further ado, let me go ahead and take pictures and edit. To see the final edits, go to my Instagram page. I got my TikTok going, a lot more tutorials coming on there as well. I am really excited because this is the second palette for the year that I'm diving into. Gosh, what is it right now? It is February, so this will probably be launching in April. I honestly don't know how many tutorials. I will definitely 3 more, because I do want to continue with using it as a row. So 3 more tutorials, and after that we will see where we will go from there. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See you guys next video.